Hey guys, I hope you're doing good today. So I'm just going to give you an update on what Jordan's been working on. I've kind of been working on a secret project here. Nothing really to do with the homestead, but I'll fill you in later when I can. I've been working on it a lot lately, so in some of these videos Jordan has been pulling most of the weight, doing a lot of the work around here on the homestead. So I will share that with you when I can, but in the meantime I'll show you what Jordan's been up to today. So you saw him working on some of those, the framing of the exterior walls of the upstairs garage apartment. And today he started framing out the interior walls. And by exterior I mean like the ones that are like facing the exterior, and then the interior are the ones that will be like for the walls that are inside the living space. So you see our new window spot, and then like our half door right now because we have to take this off. Here he is.
What's up?
Where are you at in your process?
I'm cutting these studs for this little wall section.
And that's going to be our closet.
I'm going to build this on the ground and raise it up, but
Nice.
get a plate up on top, and then these guys run down, and then this one will actually go, well, that'll be right there, and then be a shorter one on the front, just like that one. And then a header across for the rough opening for this door.
And it will be a pocket door. So it'll be a pocket door that will help kind of cut down some of his framing. We reworked our bathroom layout just a little bit today. So originally we were going to put the shower over there, and then over here was going to be the vanity that direction with the toilet. But we were laying out some of the, you know, that base of the shower and the vanity, and we're like, man, it's really cramped. So we liked this layout better, where the vanity is going to be right here, the toilet will be right there, like there's the window, so it'll be in front of the window, and then the shower will be right here. Yeah, and so that space over there where the wall's like slanted, that whole thing, we're gonna build some like custom storage for that. But yeah, so we'll have like a nice enough like wide walkway here. I'll probably even be able to put a towel rack on this wall that will frame out the shower. And then there will be a wall going right here, and there's a pocket door that will lead into the closet area. So I don't know if we've ever mentioned before in the other videos about this exterior door. We kind of tossed around the idea, do we get rid of it? Do we keep it? You guys know there used to be a deck back there that we tore down because it wasn't safe. It wasn't like not weighted, supported properly, so we kind of had to just take it down. But we like the idea of having a little space back there where maybe we have our coffee, even if we have to walk through our closet. We kind of like the idea of having that, because here's the view back here. It's just like straight into the little forest. So having a, I think eventually we will build a deck back here, just a little, you know, coffee space to be back in the trees. So we did decide to keep this exterior door.
Also another way out of the building.
Yes, Jordan just said it's also another way out of the building in case of a fire. We have an entrance entrance going out this way, and then also over here as well. But yeah, so you can really see now the work that Jordan has done framing. You can really see that now, where our new door will be, the window, which this is the window right here. So that will go in, and then like our kitchen counter will be an L shaped here. So our counter will run under the window and be an L back into that like slanted area. So I think it'll be really nice. For here, we got a door that is like an entire window. The door is like, it's just one of those like full window doors that has like the blind and the glass. So we are definitely going to be making the most out of the natural light on this side of the building. But I should get back to working on my top secret project, and then I'll leave you guys with Jordan.
Welcome back. Megan, I think you should have seen a clip where we got these end walls all done. Short of maybe a little bit of blocking I might do somewhere here and there. Now, today I've been working on getting this stuff cut to the wall here. You saw the Jack and King stud that I had on that end, and this is going to be the partition wall, separating kind of the living area, kitchen stuff from bathroom and closet. So this is the wall going this way, and then there'll be the rough opening there. I still need to build a header that's going to go on top, but this will be the rough opening for the pocket door. This will be the wall, and then I've got another wall I need to build running that way. That's going to butt up against this wall. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm going to nail this thing together. I've got all the pieces cut, got all the markings done, and ready to go. So, Denzo. Got her knocked out. Whew. Cutters in town. Last piece is due. Or I can get it in. Gotta cut that little metal strip there. With the handy dandy oscillating tool. Super handy. Picked up a metal blade for it. That is nice. 2x4 walls are a lot easier to screw around with than those 2x6 walls that you saw in previous videos. I can actually manhandle these ones pretty well. But by golly, ain't that nice. Working on framing this partition wall today, which will be the last partition wall I need to frame. The last thing after this is framing the shower, and my framework is officially will be over. So, got some pieces cut for this end wall for where the joist is, or the stud's going to meet this stud wall. And it's a lot easier for me to just, even though it's a little bit more lumber, just I cut 2 additional studs, tall studs, to fill that gap out, so then I can just attach this stud wall to this stud wall. There's other ways you can do that, like you can use like a blocking in between, and just have one on the end, one on the other end, and not waste this middle one. But that's almost more work for me than it is to just cut one more and spend $8 or $10, whatever they are, to do this. So that's where I'm at, is joining the stud walls together. I gotta nail these in, and then I got this one leaning back here behind me is cut at the angle for this. I don't know if you can see this or not. So what I did today so far, you can see this 2x4 that's nailed to the bottom of the joist there. So that runs right underneath where my partition wall is going. Here's these 2 more studs that are going in here. But so what I'm doing is just like I did on this angle wall, cutting the top of the studs so that they meet and angle in on the plate, top plate. And so I'm doing the same thing here. It worked out really nice to have this joist basically right above where my partition wall is going. So nailed that one across, and then that'll be my top plate, and I'll just have the angled, not very many studs because of this. There's a pocket door going right here also, but there's a few studs that'll come in on this side, and then one that goes up there, and then I'll have my framed opening here for the header for the door, and then just like this one is, it's a header opening here, and this is all doorway. So these pocket doors actually kind of make it easier to frame. It's less lumber. So yeah, I'm putting the king stud, which is your main stud that runs for like a header system, as an example in this window. This is the king stud, this is the jack stud. So the header sits on the jack, and then the king is a full length. So that's what I'm doing here, is there's going to be a king running flat up against these, and then the jack is shorter, and then my header will run off from that. On this side, you can see I got the bottom plate cut. It's a pretty short section of wall, but there'll be, you can see how I nailed another 3 stack here. So I'll have the full length stud running flat up against this, angled up underneath that top plate, and I've got a couple more studs on this wall. Let's see, there'll be 1, 2, then the king stud, and then the jack on this little piece down here, and then the header will frame this opening. So not a whole lot to do on this, which is nice. It's just a matter of getting the angles cut. So that's the hardest part, is getting those angles cut. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to today. It's just working on getting this framed. Once I have that header in, though, I will have some cripples up on the top that will be from the header and up. So there will be those short ones. And same thing on this other wall over here. That's kind of the last pieces that I need to do on these 2 parts once this other wall is framed out. And my goal for tomorrow is, as far as framing concerned, to just get this shower framed out. Plumber's coming this week. We've got, it's kind of nice actually, we just today officially have all of our contract work scheduled out essentially. So we've got plumber starting this week, towards the end of the week, and he's going to be putting in gas line, water line, and drains and all that for this bathroom, which you're sitting in right now, and the kitchen area. And then he's going to be running a gas line up to the kitchen for a propane stove, gas line downstairs for a shop heater, a propane water heater on demand one, and a gas dryer hookup. So we'll have those gas lines run, and then that'll basically be it for him. Take him a few days. I'm sure he'll be here at the end of this week and beginning of next week. We just officially today got our foam guys scheduled out in a few weeks, well, almost a month. They'll be coming out to spray foam once all of our utility stuff is done. We've got power coming for this building in a few weeks. And we've got our well guys to hook up the rest of that well stuff, the pressure tank controls downstairs there. They're coming in a few weeks as well. After the electrical, they'll be almost the last people. And then we also have just now got, a few minutes ago, our guy to do our steel siding. So super excited about that. Got to get that on order. He'll probably be like the last, but he's also not contingent on anybody else really. The only thing he's contingent on is me having the outside of this building with OSB on the outside. So stay tuned. We'll be showing you the sheathing of the outside here, because that's a big project coming up once I have these walls, and a couple other things. So slowly whittling away. Checking back in with you. Hopefully you can see I got this wall here all in, headers in, the turn you this way, header up here, and this doorway is done. This is not in, it's just kind of sitting here. This is the pocket door. Pardon my mess. So yeah, got quite a bit done. I think I'm gonna kind of wrap up for the night here. Kind of tired. I had to make a couple trips to town. Picked up the rest of my lumber for framing out the shower. So yeah, lots of good progress today. This partition wall is pretty much done. I mean, all I gotta do is put the door in and those cripples, and then likewise these tiny little cripples on the top of this header. That's pretty much it. Yeah, doors. Tomorrow's my last day off for the week. I'm gonna frame off a day off. I'm gonna frame out see if I can get the shower framed out, because our plumber is coming on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, Monday. Today's Monday. It's coming Thursday, so I want to have everything pretty much wrapped up in here. I may not put the door frames in yet. I gotta screw with those a little bit. I just need to figure out these doors. These things are not, it'd be a pain to build it by yourself, but they're not of the highest quality. I think when it's secured up and everything, it'll work for what it's supposed to do, but it just seems kind of chintzy to me. It's like 1 1/2 inch by 1 inch press board frame. Nothing quite, it doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't seem super well put together to me. I wouldn't want to build one, probably, but it actually doesn't look that hard. But the nice thing is you got a nice level singular unit track. That'd be kind of a pain probably to level. Hope you're seeing some cool progress today and stuff in the past. We're excited to continue moving forward. The next 4 weeks we should have all of our utilities up and running in here, and then we'll probably be moving in. Once we have spray foam in here, we'll be moving in. I will probably not be getting to flooring or drywall this year. It might be a winter thing as I start to hang drywall. Flooring, kind of the same thing, maybe a winter project, and funding project once we have funding. But yeah, we'll have windows, power, you know, most of the stuff we'll need. But a working bathroom, shower. The shower will be finished. The sink and everything will be finished in here. We'll have a toilet. We just won't have flooring and drywall in here. So it'll be kind of interesting for a while, but just trying to do this as we can. This is the big push before this year's winter, and then going forward, I think we'll have more projects, but we'll be able to at least get up in here and start using it, which will be good. So today I'm going to be framing in the shower. You may notice from previous videos stuff has moved a little bit. Toilet's still into this window. You're sitting on the vanity spot. Decided to put the shower back over here. And the reason for that is the doorway is right here. So I step in. With the shower here, it had two problems. One is you got a wall that's right here. As you walk in, it kind of makes it feel smaller. It's already small. And two, it was going to have to be framed way out, almost right in line with the door, because the doorway, because of how high it needs to be. So those were the two issues. We decided to flip-flop it back over here to this outside wall. Hopefully you can see that. So of the toilet, you got about 9-10 inches on either side of the toilet here, which will be a little nook. There will be a wall here. So that's what I'm working on today. I got the bottom plate, 2 side plates cut, but there'll be a wall right here. A few studs coming in there. And then it'll also be attached to this back wall. Well, hopefully you can see that. This is the rough framing of the shower. These aren't attached or anything, just the frames are built. So it's looking pretty good. All in all, I might have to make the walls level that way. Make sure everything's level. I need to get the pieces in this end wall that these are going to butt up to. So there's something to attach to. So still have that to do. Yeah, coming along. It's only noon, so I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. Shower looks pretty good, I think. Pretty darn good. I'll have put some Durarock or drywall of some kind on the waterproof drywall on the inside of this, and then the panels, the acrylic panels, then go on top of that. And so the Durarock or your sheeting kind of goes in line with that little lip, and then the other deal, the acrylic overlay drapes over that. So feeling pretty good about this. You just gotta cut about 6 more pieces for these end walls. And then get this thing cobbled together. So, looks like everything fits pretty good. Whoa, it's gonna have good enough room, space for the doors, everything. It's not gonna be a big bathroom because I'm standing like where I'd be at the vanity, but be a good sized shower, which is nice. And then you can see back over this way, we'll have like towel rack on this outside of this wall, and then I'm gonna build some like covered cubby things into this odd shape for the storage of like towels and all that kind of stuff that we need. So all in all, I think it'd be pretty darn handy. Not big bathroom, but for a 575 square foot apartment, it'd be a pretty decent size. Especially considering this is a 48-inch vanity. And then the height of everything does make it feel a little bit taller, so that's good. I'll take you on a little tour. So, right here, where all my tools are, would be the pocket door going this way to about here. So the pocket door open, come in, you've got a toilet there, window there. Turn this way, you got the vanity to your left, shower to your right, and then various storage back here. Then, if you go this way, the pocket door frame is about right there, just past the end of the toilet. Pocket door will open this way, come into this room, and this will be closet slash storage. So we'll probably do some built-in stuff here for hanging clothes, probably a dresser or something in here. Bins with just some clothing and like outdoor clothing, that kind of stuff, some gear. And then this is currently Stairway to Heaven, if you're a believer. Will be, I'm going to build a small deck, probably not this year, and it'll just go down to the back, just as stairs. So that's the plan. Got some new hardware for this. I gotta do a little bit of sprucing up this door. Needs a little bit of trim on the outside so that there's something for it to secure to. Then this corner up here, or this triangle piece, is where we're gonna mount our mini split, the inside part of it, and then we'll run the wires and all the lines. They'll be exposed. We'll shroud them. There's like a shroud kit because they're pretty good size. You can't really punch through these 2x4s with them. With it, we'll run those out and then drop that outside unit out there somewhere. Don't know yet. Probably mount it on the side, down a little bit below the deck or something. So yeah, I think it'll be a pretty good space. Starting to shape up here. And this, just take you on a little tour where we're at. This corner over, this side over here, we're gonna have our king bed. There won't be maybe but a foot of space on either end of it, either side. And it'll come out a ways, but we're probably gonna do like a platform bed with storage underneath. So we got some storage. And then over here is gonna be, we'll wall mount our TV. And then our fridge is actually going to be over here, and then maybe like a chair. For now, that's kind of the idea. This will all be open though, other than these little end walls will be drywalled in, just so a little bit of separation. And then this will be the kitchen. You got the big window there. And over here You're gonna have counters, small amount of counter space. This utility here is gonna be our sink for a while until we can get some cabinets and all that done. But we'll get the plumber. He's gonna put the lines in so we can just replace this with like our actual cabinets and stuff. So then this will have just some counters. The range and oven will be here, and then more counters under this window. And then over here is going to be kind of like a mudroom area, like a bench, some storage, coats, that kind of thing. Here's the doorway. So I'll take you on a before completion tour. So coming in here, this will obviously be gone. Enter the mudroom this way. Step over here into the kitchen. We might put a small island in here too for a table. And we'll come in here, be some living space area, sleeping quarters, doorway into the bathroom. I showed you that. Doorway into the closet / storage area, and then the doorway out the back. So yeah. So now I'm gonna work on getting these 6 end pieces that need to go into this end wall to butt up against these frames in. Figure out how I'm gonna attach those, and then once that's done, I'm going to screw all this together so the shower frame will be done. I got a little bit of these little blocking pieces or cripples up top above the header here. I need to get those secured in. They're just sitting there right now. But other than that, once these 2 things are done, the substantial majority of my framing will be completed. A couple things. It's going to go downstairs, double check some stuff there, make sure I got enough nails and different things, just double check everything. Then I'm going to do some blocking down there. I'm probably going to do some blocking up here too. I don't know exactly where yet, but there's a little bit of odds and ends, but the majority of framing will be done. So that's the tour for now. I'm hoping we will have another walkthrough sooner rather than later that is much more done and cleaned up. So thanks for tuning in.